I'm an innovation consultant. I'm one of 30 co-founders of Dark Horse, a Berlin-based innovation consultancy. And we help mainly big organizations to innovate their products and structures.
Last year I climbed a very high mountain in the Himalayas. It was 6,121 meters. And it seemed impossible before I did it and during the climb. And it still seems impossible. I just kept climbing. Just one step after another. Like, take one step, breathe, rest, take another step, breathe, rest. That's how I did it. So we do innovation, and it always seems impossible before you do it. The project-wise, but also even more the consulting side of what we do, helping people to be more innovative themselves. And when you're starting out, we work with structures that are very rigid and very set, very like it's been like this forever, and it seems impossible to change that. And even after we did it, it's still hard to see that you did it, but you just gotta know. We worked for a big software company. I did not do that personally, but that's what my colleagues told me. That one of their managers said, like, oh, we've been trying to do this for 10 years, and you guys came in and helped us for 4 weeks, and we are able to do it now. And before they did it, we had this reflection session. They said, my colleagues said, like, that's exactly what it felt like. Oh my God, we're never able to do anything here because it's been like that forever. It's that problem that they're trying to solve, and they've been tackling it, and it's just not possible to do it. It is not. But then they just did whatever they did. I mean, I know what they did, but they just did step after step, and that's what they ended up with. That's the statement that they got from the participants. So I think that's one extreme. I think it is important to know that the people that we work with actually want to work with us as well, actually want to innovate and not just optimize. So ideally, we're all clear that we want to work on the topic. In an ideal world, in reality, politics interfering all the time, like internal structural stuff on the client side. And then for me, that means to have clarity whether that kind of political stuff is involved or not, which is hard because that's what it is. It's not clear. That's why it is. That's what makes it so hard to deal with it. To really get to know somebody and to really establish trust, we think it's much more effective to meet in person. For the kind of work that we do, we all need to trust each other, at least to a certain level. And once you establish that basic trust, and you know what you want to do and how you want to do it, not just what you want to achieve, but also the steps that you're going to take, then email is fine. Like you can do like to-do lists and agendas and all that. That's fine. But you can. I think it's really hard to establish the trust electronically. There's more to what you say than what you say. It's also how you say it, the tone of voice, your body movements, how much you concentrate on what you do, or how much you lean into it, like even physically, and that's just like you cannot type that, right? I guess that's a big part of it. It's intuition that you get when you meet somebody in real life. Yeah. We often work with somebody like on a management level who's in charge, and how they interact with their team. That can be totally different, or there are big differences between sitting on like where you sit at the table, at the conference table. Like, are there fixed spots, and then where are they? Who sits next to whom? Do people listen when somebody else is talking, or do they check their mail? Little stuff like that, I guess. It's a good sign when people listen to each other, which is so basic. But that's clearly not always the case, especially when the boss would listen to the intern, things like that. That's something that I think is a success of our work. It's a really good sign when people are silly, when people open up and crack jokes and actually laugh about somebody else's jokes and just do silly stuff. That's a good thing. It's a good thing when they use their hands. They start doing and making stuff, whatever we work on, not just debating and discussing and back and forth, but actually create something that's tangible that they can then talk about instead of discussing theoretical possibilities. Like, if you want to do things differently to what you've been doing before, it's good when it's fun, because then you want it to be different. And being silly is just a way of looking at serious work. It's not that it's still serious. Like, the outcome can still be serious, but the way, if that is fun and you open up to each other and you share love and you share a humorous outlook on the problem, it seems less of a problem. And the process seems more manageable, I guess, without actually in an unconscious way, maybe. It's like kindergarten, where kids just start doing things and they fail and they try again and they laugh about it and they don't blame each other, but it's fun, yeah.